welcome to another episode of Cozy Lifestyle on FHC TV. This is Eunice Felicity, as usual, and as unusual, we have a guest in the studio today in person of Mrs. Ojochide Victoria Ufedejo, the creative director of Dazzle and Glamour Africa, a fashion outfit that is into bespoke, ready-to-wear outfit here in Abuja. You're welcome to our show, ma, this beautiful morning.
Thank you very much.
So how do you feel being here today?
I feel excited.
Well, for those of you that don't know, she is the CEO of Vicky Nat Wellness Place. She's also passionate about healthy lifestyle, having helped her husband overcome diabetes and stabilize her son whose genotype is SS, and overcome a number of health challenges herself. I'll actually commend you for that, ma, because seriously, that's a huge task for someone to pull. Most women would actually prefer to just handle everything to the hands of the doctor, leave doctor. When you have when you're faced with crisis like that, the tension there and the adrenaline, it will be popping, and you don't even have the idea of saying, okay, I want to do this or I want to that. All your mind is, let me take my husband or my child to the doctor. Like, how did you pull that through?
Well, actually, it started in 2017.
Okay.
When my husband was diagnosed of diabetes.
Yeah.
So when he went for the test, he already started having all those symptoms: diabetes, frequent urination.
Okay.
He started losing weight, weakness of the body, tiredness all the time. So we didn't know what was wrong. So until we had to go to the hospital, of course. You know that when you don't know what's wrong with your body, the next thing is to go to the doctor.
Yes.
So we went to the hospital and then they did the sugar test, and it was way too high. It was 32. And the normal sugar level for every human being is it started from 4, between 4 and 6.
Yes.
But now my husband's own is 32. So in fact, the nurses, they scream. Everybody was like screaming. There's like, what's this? They wanted to admit him immediately. They started giving him all the drugs to so that the sugar level can go down immediately, because it was like a critical stage right now at that point, because we didn't know.
I'll have to stop you here. Guys, if you want to get more of these details, please stay tuned to our program today. This lady you are sitting here, she's a very passionate woman. She's passionate about spreading the message of international healthy lifestyle, so others can actually be free from health struggle as much as possible. She's married. Those of you single men there outside looking at, she's married, she's taken. Please don't look at her side. And she's also blessed with 5 beautiful children. Yes, she's a renowned health therapist that has been helping people out with their diet, and she has been getting positive feedback, which I actually saw, and I was really, really impressed. She's a natural help kind of person, and she's here to enlighten each and every one of us on how to use our natural herbs instead of all those artificial ingredients in making food. Before we go further, I saw a video you made on Maggie cubes, and I'm like, wow, do you know that some of us don't even know that using Maggie cube will be very bad to our health? Like, everybody have this ideology that salt is the bad thing, so you don't put too much salt, it shoots up your blood pressure and all this, and everybody has been like staying away from salt. But Maggie, like, how did you come up with such an idea?
I didn't come up with it. It's on the net. You can make your own research. It was after my husband's sickness, and I started researching. There must be a way out, because while on the drugs, it was still up and down. We're trying to manage it. They say manage it for life, and I was beginning to wonder how, the symptoms. How can you manage this thing for life? And the funniest thing, that every other person I knew that had diabetes, they were dying one by one, and I was scared.
That's the thing.
I was really scared. So I really need an alternative. Like, okay, is there no alternative to this? Does it mean that someone has to die in this sickness? And do you know the funniest thing? His mom died of diabetes. So it was like, it's in the family.
Yes. They usually say it runs in the gene. It runs in the family. Yes.
So I said, there must be a way. I started praying. I had to pray. I prayed. And I said, is it possible for God to just make make man and then give us a sickness that he cannot be reversed, and then so I started making my own research. Like, is there another way? I started reading books. I went to look for health books and did everything I could. I read a lot of books a lot on my own. And then after reading all those books, it was time for implementation. So I came back home. I told my husband, okay, see, these are my discoveries. Why don't we implement this?
I'd like us to go back to your story when you started in the beginning. You were telling us how you were passing through a lot when your husband was facing that challenge. So how did you pull through?
Yeah, this is the same thing I'm talking about. That I started making my own research because he already was on the drugs.
What made you think of researching? Like, normally people would just like give up and everything. What even prompted you?
Okay, the very thing that prompted me was that I was actually praying for him.
Okay.
Because it's in the Bible that God is going to restore our health and heal our wounds.
Yes.
Okay, you've been praying, but this thing is there lingering. And I began to wonder, is God not answering this prayer? You know, I'm praying and you expect that the answer should come.
Yes,
because when you pray, the answer should come.
You're expecting, you just pray that moment, then you go to the hospital and your husband is...
No, I kept praying because he suffered for 3 years.
Yeah.
It wasn't just an instant, it was lingering for 3 years, and I saw that it was deteriorating even though he was on the drugs. So, and then one day I was listening to one preacher and he said the information you're seeking is written in a book. That was the word. He said that secret you're looking for is written somewhere in a book. I said, wow, in a book. So I started looking for books. Health books, looking for alternative medicine books, trying to read and research and see if there's actually a way. And then I saw mind-blowing information. Mind-blowing. And even in the Bible, that God said that the medicine, that the leaves of the tree is meant for our medicine.
Yes.
So I said, okay, one of the things I discovered that made a whole difference was that vegetables and fruits and water is what man should be consuming, not all this artificial food. But if you look at the world very well now, we have actually strayed
away from vegetables.
So from everything I read, I discovered 3 basic reasons why man is sick. Number 1 is dehydration. Because the water level in the body, when it begins to go down, because man is 75% water, when the water level in the body begins to go down, then the man begins to get sick. Number 2 reason why man is sick is accumulation of toxins. And how do we accumulate these toxins? We are the one. What we're eating, the things we're eating, the junk. You hear some people say, oh, I love junk food. Oh, what is junk food? Meaningless food, useless food, valueless food. And you say you love it. So it means that it's of no value, nutritional
so
value
why taking
to
it?
Your body. So
you know
what that means? It's going to be accumulating as toxins in the body. Then the third reason why we are sick is cell degeneration. When the cells of the body begin to degenerate. And let me tell you something. Before a man is diagnosed or any other person is diagnosed, the cells have begun to degenerate long before the diagnosis. I hope you get that.
Yes.
So before my husband was diagnosed with diabetes, all the symptoms, the cells have started degenerating little by little. And then the body sends signals, but sometimes we don't even understand those signals and we ignore them. So before you know it, the man is sick. Another thing I discovered is that even though sickness runs in the family, you can actually change it when it comes to you.
Yes. Change is the only thing that is actually constant.
Because the only thing that runs in the family is unhealthy eating patterns. If you now decide that, I'm going to change my own eating patterns, then of course your health is going to improve. You're going to put a stop to that sickness that runs in the family.
Yeah, on this changing eating pattern you're talking about, what about those people that don't have food to eat and probably, you go out in the morning and you come back and probably you are hoping on going out, get money, coming back before you even look for food to eat. And the only thing you have to eat probably is rice, and you need Maggie, you need all those shit to put inside. And definitely those things are not good for your health. So what would you do in such situation?
Let me tell you something. Everything starts with a mindset change.
Okay.
Being intentional.
Okay.
Like I always tell people, okay, for example, I go out in the morning, I didn't eat. I'm on the street. I'm hungry. Okay, maybe I have 200 naira and I want to eat something. The first thing that any average person would think about is buying
donuts,
mineral,
biscuits.
So personally, when I started knowing this thing, I started to make a switch. With the same 200 naira, I decided that instead of buying junk food, let me buy maybe garden egg.
Okay.
100 naira.
Okay.
Buy water.
Okay.
50 naira. Eat all the 100 naira garden egg, drink the water, and I'm okay.
Guys, are you hearing that?
And I spent 150 naira. I still have change.
That's economy.
Yes. And it's more healthy.
Yeah.
It's more beneficial for my body.
For your body.
Because that soft drink, that junk food that you ate is actually detrimental to the cells of the body. What is happening is that you're actually feeding your unhealthy cells, which will now make you susceptible to sickness. But the garden egg and the water is feeding my healthy cells. So they are strengthening the healthy cells in my body, which makes me more prone to health. Do you get that? So it's all about a mindset change. And then when you're talking about seasoning cubes, in fact, I was there. I thought that I could not cook without seasoning cubes. But, when I'm now face to face with death, I do not have any choice but to make that switch. But the thing is, we all do not have to wait until we get to that point.
And mostly, people wait till it gets to that point before they start, okay, doctor say I should not eat this, or doctor said I should not eat that.
By that time, it's already too late.
Too late.
Or it's getting too late. So you don't have to wait. You can actually start making the healthy choices now that you're very strong and healthy. You've not started feeling the effects of the cell degeneration. Do you get? So you don't have to wait until you're diagnosed with high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis. No. At that point, it's like the red line. You're at the red line. You don't have to wait till that time. Start making the healthy choices now. So that your cells are more prone to give you health. I used to tell people, okay, even God made you to live on earth 70 years. Do you want to live those 70 years in sickness? You want to be healthy, right? Because we are not meant, you're not meant to be that this body is not meant to be a bondage to you. You're supposed to be healthy, because if you start feeling pain in this finger now, you know what it means. You will be restless. You can't do nothing.
Discomfort.
You can't concentrate on anything. You can do absolutely nothing because this finger is giving you pain. So why don't you make the healthy choices? Be intentional about your health so that your cells are now prone to giving you health instead of feeding the unhealthy cells of the body. Do you get?
Guys, have you heard that? Be intentional about your health. So I want to just steal a little bit of your knowledge if you permit me, because there are so many people out there, and probably some people watching this video, and they've been thinking, okay, she made mention of using some natural herbs which cured her husband's diabetes and her child's sickle cell. So what are the natural herbs you used, and how did you use them? Just give us
it's not even just about the herbs. It's about our food.
The food in totality.
Food, yes.
Okay.
Food.
You can still help us out with the food.
The food you eat every day.
Okay.
It's we all know it. Fruits, vegetables. Let your food be like 85% natural food.
Okay.
15% cooked food.
So if I'm having a plate of rice, the rice should be minimal, then vegetables should be more, and fruits.
Yes, 85% is vegetables, the 15% is the rice.
The rice.
But normally everybody would do 85% rice, 15% vegetables. No, let it be the other way around.
Please, for the sake of your health, So I want you to give us a little bit of advice to those people. I know you've said a lot of things, you've advised us and everything. Those people that are actually going through so many problems now, like they have loved ones who are diabetic or who are sickle cell patients, and they are going through problems now. They don't even know what to do. They don't know. What are your advice to them?
Okay,
just talk to them, speak to them. Like, imagine you were in that position before. Just speak to them.
I always tell people, you don't need so much money to be healthy. Just a little switch, lifestyle changes. For example, simple tips that you can do at home every day. That is consistently. It will help you to go a long way. For example, drinking warm water first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Like for me, I drink 1.5 liter in the morning.
Wow.
It will flush your system. It will wake up your organs. It will, in fact, by the time you finish, before you finish that warm water, you're rushing to the toilet to empty your bowels. And that is a very good sign. I've heard some people that they say, 3 days they've not gone to empty their bowels. Some people 1 week. That's not good. That is already a warning signal. Yes, that something terrible is going wrong inside the system. Do you understand? So some people ask me, must it be warm water? Yes, please. According to what I have researched, warm water is better in the morning, and 1 hour before you go to bed, drink warm water. And then throughout the day, ensure that you drink at least 3 to 4 liters of water. This water helps you to flush your system, to keep things moving. Because you really need to keep things moving, the blood flowing in the system. And that is when things are moving, you know that, yes. At least to an extent, you're healthy. Then another thing you can do is make healthy choices, like the example I gave. You, instead of buying the soft drink and the junk food, why don't you buy a cucumber, a carrot, a garden egg? Just wash it, eat, and then you drink water, and you're good to go. Then in the food that you eat, make more healthy choices. Leave out the junk food. Because some people, I see them every day, they eat junk food. It's not helpful for the health. Eat more natural food, plant-based food, natural food, the foods that grow from the earth, from Mother Earth, because these foods, they come with different minerals, different nutrients, especially the greens. It come with micronutrients that feed our cells, and we need them to stay younger for longer and to stay more healthy. So just make a little switch. Not anything, not dramatic, you know. You don't have to be so dramatic. Then you need a little exercise. Add a little exercise every day. It could be a 15-minute walk. Just take a walk. It helps your bones to be stronger. It makes your body to be more flexible, you know. So some people, they just go from car to car and from car to office, you know.
To job.
But I should say it's not so difficult. If you can take your bath in the morning, you can actually do 10 minutes of exercise before you just enter the bathroom to take your bath. Just jump, just sweat, let the blood flow. You know, some people say, I'm not fat. Exercise is for people that are fat. No, everybody needs exercise.
Even the fat people don't do it.
So that the blood is flowing. You need everything to be circulating in the system. That's what exercise does for the human body.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate you coming here. All right, guys, you've heard it all. She has said everything. You know, some of you might be thinking, okay, I don't have money. Please, the little money you have, be selective on what you want to eat. Eat properly. Eat properly. Like she has said, a little switch saves your life. All right, guys, this is actually a debut program, but we will be bringing up different series on this, and you'll be seeing her face more often on this show. I still remain Eunice Felicity. Do make sure you like our social media pages and comment on every post. Click on the subscribe button and click on the notification bell for more updates on this. Until we come your way next time, do stay safe.